Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Mr. Wanzi Burnett, your people's champion, and welcome to Stage 1 of the PPL NX Games. Now, this is a 3-stage competition, and this is the first stage of that competition. This will be a grueling gauntlet of 5 very difficult battles against some of the most talented players in the Draft League format, culminating in a playoff bracket to decide who is the ultimate winner of the first stage. Now, points will be tallied up and they will be added across the 3 different stages to see who is the ultimate NX champion. But this is your Stage 1 movie. This is how the Solihull Skarmoors performed in Stage 1 of PPL NX. We had some very difficult games. I think the main thing to talk about in regards to this set of battles is my team. And it's a little bit silly. I decided every single one of my Pokemon was going to be nicknamed after characters from Fear and Hunger before the draft even started. And I decided that the main focus of this draft was going to be drafting a trio of Pokemon that represented the very famous mob enemy, which is 3 really, really annoying enemies that just have the ability to just kill you outright if you are not careful. So I decided, what's a good idea to represent the mob in Pokemon? Mob kind of sounds like Moth. One of the people that I play is nicknamed the Mother of Moth. I figured this could make a fun storyline, so I decided to grab all 3 of Volcarona, Slitherwing, and Iron Moth. Because we don't have the Moth, or the Mob, we have the Mob, I guess. This was such a stupid idea. Why did you let me do this? Yes, basically I tried to find a team composition that would be able to support these 3 in the best way possible. But that was easier said than done. We have some spikes and some hazards and just some general bulk with Gastrodon. We have rock switch-ins in the form of Duraludon and Gastrodon. We have ground switch-ins in the form of Rotom Wash. We have removal in the form of Noivern. Yeah, this is a bit of a silly meme team. I wanted to kind of challenge myself. I know it's inherently kind of bad, but this is what we're rocking with. And I wanted to see how far I could take the mob, whether we could take over Draft League City and become the ultimate force in these parts. Also, you may notice that there is a Cranidos on the bottom right of this team. That's because there was a new rule added halfway through the draft where if we spotted that a Pokemon wasn't included on the pricing sheet, and it wasn't a fully evolved Pokemon, we could have it for free. That meant that basically everyone was scouring through the pricing dock trying to find hidden gems that had been left off the board. The one thing that I noticed was that Cranidos wasn't on the board, and that thing has a base 125 attack stat. You are about to see this Cranidos put in absolutely truckloads of work, and it's basically been the MVP of the team. So yeah, enjoy! How did we get on? Well, you've got the best part of an hour and a half to 2 hours to find out. This is going to be an extra long movie, so grab some popcorn, grab a drink, settle in, stick me on your second monitor or put me on through your headphones while you're doing work, because ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Stage 1 of the PPL NX Games. Let's do this. Okay, so, the Mother of Moth. The Mother of Moth herself. I'm looking forward to just having fun with this game. We'll lead Rotom and see what happens. She brought the Love Vesta! Yes! We have a full Moth trifecta, a quartet. Oh, that's so fucking funny. I am so happy to see that. Let's go. And you can see it's like the first thing on the team sheet too. It's like in slot 1. Oh god. Right. So I'm so happy that I brought the Assault Vest Slither here, because it was like one of the best things I had to try and switch into Goldengo, and I almost took it off last minute. I'm so glad I kept it. Fez and the Randarus. I think the smart play is just to lead rare here. This is like a basically fully special team. Yeah, I think the play is just lead rare here. Lead with my boy.
They're probably going to lead with Samurott. And if they don't, I get to Volt Switch on something. If Fez leads, I just click the switch button. I'm just going to DM her real quick and say I love you so much for this. I can't believe she did that. And she's got the full Corona. This is why I love Draft League. Like, this is why I love it. Hello, monster. Do I just click Hydro? Turn 1. The switch into the Samurai. I get to Scout. I think that's fair. This thing might click Solar Blade on me. If it does, cool. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. It's the safest play, right? If you click Solar Blade, then cool. Nah, I love this league. I love some of the characters in this league. Oh, I've been having so much fun with this guided ghost. Oh my god, we crit turn 1. I'm haxing out the Larvesta. Misguided would be a great name for a drag queen, wouldn't it? I think it'd be a great name for a drag queen. But that's not fast for Goldengo. Hydro wouldn't have killed it again. I'm just going to go out into the meat grinder. Get in there, meat grinder. Get in there, son. Hello, sunshine. Do I just click the flare blitz? It's pretty free. And the fact that my Rotom sped it. Misguided ghost. How misguided are you? No! You can't let the moth kill the moth! Oh my god, that did nothing! Oh my god, it burned me! Oh my god, that's incredible. Just click it again. Just click it again. Oh, I'm so happy to see the little thing just put in the finest of work right there. That's so good. I don't even care that it got it on the first time of asking. That's brilliant. That's incredible tech. That's incredible tech. Right, this is clicking Zen Headbutt right here. I'm going to Logic. Logic's the best mid-ground here because it catches both the stabs and it threatens. Oh, that's the tech. Oh, God. Well, for what it's worth, Sliver is probably the most expendable member on this team. The first impression, obviously, is nice for this boulder, but I feel like all I need to do is try and play for the setup win-con endgame. I'm gonna save this. There's no point me, like, giving up a piece that I can use for a sack later to potentially that thing. Mighty Cleave. How mighty is your cleave? That's not very mighty, mate. That looks tiny to me. You got tiny cleave. I'm clicking Dark Pulse because it's the best mid-ground. Doesn't CC me. They're going to see that damage and be like, yeah, CC doesn't do enough. Oh, alright, monster. How monstrous are you? Okay. That does like nothing. Sacred Sword shouldn't do enough. And getting rid of this without allowing spikes on the field would be very nice. I am timid max. Well, not max on this. It's got okay, well I should get rid of this in exchange for it then. Yep. Ralladon gets a kill. Let's go! It does mean I lose my, like, a perfect switch in to the boulder. But that's fine. I don't necessarily need it to switch into Boulder. I've got Gastro, I've got Rotom that can take a hit in a pinch. I've got nothing else. But at least there's no spikes on the field. Honestly, I kind of forget that Hammerot learns knockoff. Hello, monster. Dragon tail. Okay. Straight to Gastro. I just Earthquake, right? I mean, Rocks is fine as well. Part of me wants to click Ice Beam and try and catch the Lando switch in, but she also might just sack the little bug. So, Earthquake's fine. Yeah, screw it. This is why we have the Rindo Berry. Thank you, Gravy, for that amazing tech. Yes! That's huge. That is huge. Thank you for that incredible tech. You did warn me about Solar Blade, and that is exactly why I kept this Rindo Berry on. I did build another team that had Covert Cloak to switch into Fezandipity quite often, but I figured it was probably better served, like I can beat Fez in other ways, you know? I wish I could say that, like, that was a completely accidental thing, but no, like, we prepped for that. We prepped for that. Okay, so this is a Fizz Def Gastro. So I think Gastro won't kill this. Doesn't get a grass move. Maybe I'm free to just click Earthquake. We're level 4. Click Earthquake it. Now this is actually okay. I'm going to let it go down. And now I think it's time to go to Rifleman. It's got Shadow Ball. I'm going to click sub on this. Or do I? Do I click sub? No, I'm just going to click fire. I need to push some damage out. And if they go to Fez, it's probably going to be dual Wing Beat to hit this and break a sub, so there's no point me subbing on it. However, if I get a Fire Dance boost, I can push the shit in a little bit more. Oh, it's Octoberry. He doesn't live this, right? Not a bad, no. You do get the raise. Man, if I'd have kept to my specs plan, it would be looking really quite good right now. Yeah, that thing could very well have been Thunderwave, which just completely cucks me. Hello, Lando! I think I got a crush. I got a crush. I think I got a crush. Crush on you. Oh yeah, baby. I could just go Meat Grinder here. Lando doesn't get any setup moves, apart from Calm Mind. But also, right. The plan here, I think Moth wins, but I need damage on this thing for Moth to really win. So obviously I could go to Meat Grinder, take it. If this thing starts setting up Calm Minds, I could be in a bit of trouble. Whereas if I hit this with a Fiery Dance, as it tries to set up on me, I'm probably in a better spot. The other option is I could obviously just go into Rare and then rely on Hydros, but knowing me, I'll miss some Hydros, or it'll set up to a point where it can kill me, or this will be Pasho Berry or something. So I'm just going to remove the possibility. Yeah, I'm just going to remove the possibility. Okay. I didn't want to give me the burn. Right, so that did a surprising amount of damage, and this thingy, this Volcarona is fairly defensive. Oh, she's gonna kill her baby! No! Gonna reveal the leftovers. So it left me at 290 something. So that's just timid life orb. Wait, no, it's not life orb. Because it didn't take damage. I'll see when it comes back in. I didn't see it take damage, but crush. Yeah, it didn't take damage. So if it was life orb, it would have taken damage there. But that did a lot of damage, so this is physical. So now we go to meat grinder. Let this thing go. Oh no, my burn! A good first impression for a tiny bit of chip. Or I could just flare blitz. Now I get the tiny bit of chip. Bonk! Damage! So this start with this. Which was a set we were worried about. Now, Landorus. Just going to take this time. Obviously, the play here is to go to Rotom. I'm going to take this time to work out the Rock Slide calc. It probably kills my Moth, right? Oh no. Well, that's not invested. If it's... Oh, maybe. Maybe it kills. So yeah, Rare's kind of important right now. Reflect is now kind of huge because it allows so much pressure. But also, I can also set up Reflect later. So I think Volt switching on this is fine. Oh, okay. Alright. This is the safest play. Now I've got 8 turns of this. I think the game's probably fine. I'm gonna get it. I'm having my health back. I mean, I'll Hydro now, I guess. Bring me through. Hydro, die. Now it's just a Fez that can't withstand repeated attacks from it. Surely I just go into Moth. At this thing's strongest move to hit Moth with would be like a Brave Bird from like physically offensive. Brick be brick! Sure, the player is just a click Volt switch, right? I could Pain Split it, but like, I don't want to give it a chance to start setting up Swords Dances. I want to get the freest of switches in. I shouldn't outspeed it anyway because I haven't got any investment on this. The question is, which way do I go about this? If I go to the Rifleman, it has chances to burn it through Flame Body first and actually has the same special attack. Yeah, fuck it, let's go to the Rifleman. Ah, leftovers. So it's bulky as fuck. I think I just Fiery Dance it a couple of times, right? It is going on speed. Oh, that hurts. That was a chunk. Yep, I've got to spam this. I've got to force this thing out. So because it's fast, I also might live this now, depending on rolls and stuff. Gunk hits the gunk shot. Right. I'm gonna have Psychic for this. So I just hit it with 2 Psychics, right? And this has got to have some investment, right? I mean, I'm Timid Max. 2 Psychics kills this. get it from that one. It's going to go for a dot shot on me. That should be game. Let's go. Whew. We all know that the real winner in everyone's hearts here is Doc. I'm so glad she understood the assignment, and I'm so happy that she brought that Larvesta here. If we played again, and if she had the opportunity to bring any other Mon, I think she probably takes that, because her prep is very good. But yeah, fantastic game. Really enjoyed it. Larvesta did a thing, and it was killed by its parent. The rifleman shot it down. Oh, God. So after that game, I was feeling pretty stoked. I just took a very good win against a very strong opponent, and someone that really kind of had the matchup on me. And to top it all off, I won the Battle of the Moths. I am now the king of the mobs. The Moth army is descending, and I am its commander. But as we keep this mob army conquering on the rest of PPL NX, we were coming up against a very, very strong opponent in Padel and the Glasgow Glyscorers. Now, Padel is a very, very strong player. She's taken victories against me before in the past. We have a bit of a history together, and she's known as the Glyscore Queen, and you absolutely know she had a Glyscore on this team as well. Now, as anyone who's played against Glyscore will know, that thing is pretty horrible. It has a tendency to toxic store you to death while just sitting there passively recovering. And I knew if I was going to get anything out of this game, I needed to come up with a way to stop the sun shining down on me and manage to stop that Glyscore from sitting on me. And of course, Padel being one of my very, very close friends in the community, I knew she was going to bring that Cyndaquil against me, that mascot pick for the ages. And so, I thought it was time for myself to unleash a little bit of judgment. And unfortunately, my audio decided not to record for this battle. For some reason, I must have messed with my settings or something, but yes, you're going to have to unfortunately have some post-com going on here. I'm going to do my best Shroom Raver impression and try and give you some interesting content. But yes, as you can see in the lineup, they did indeed bring the two things I thought that they were going to bring. They brought the Cyndaquil and they brought the Glyscore, the two things that I kind of predicted based off of their personality. But my plan remains the same here. I need to lead with Rotom, try to set up a substitute on that Glyscore, and just start nasty plotting and hit some things for as much damage as possible. Eventually, once I break with Marina, I should be able to finish the game off with Iron Moth. But yes, we've got all the pieces here. It's just about how we use them. So, yeah, let's see how it went. And of course, Padel decides to lead with her goat, her mascot of choice. That is the Glyscore. And I, of course, lead with Rare. That is the matchup that we wanted. Now, I'm going to click the substitute straight away as Glyscore goes for the Protect here. Now, that's good and it's bad. It's good because it doesn't go for a Toxic and outspeed me. It's bad because I get no information about this Glyscore set other than it's the Toxic Orb set, which every Glyscore ever is. So, we do get the situation we want. We don't quite manage to get the information out of it that we'd like. So, I'm going to set up a nasty plot, and we're going to start clicking that nasty, nasty Hyper Voice, baby. And here is where we do see the Padel is running a lot of speed on this Glyscore, which means it doesn't outspeed us, which was the worst case scenario for me. I was worried that it was going to be able to outspeed and get a Toxic off on a bunch of stuff, but she is going to go for a U-turn. It's not going to break my sub, and she's going to choose to go out into the Walking Wake Amaryllis. As we get up that nasty plot, and we get to now see what kind of set this thing's running now. It's kind of useful to be able to see if this is like AV, or if it's running like max HP, or even whether it's even like running Scarf or something. But we are just going to click the Hyper Voice, and we're going to hopefully try and get a little bit of damage off onto this thing, and see where we are from there. It's going to click the Knockoff, which in combination with the U-turn damage from the previous turn is going to break my sub. And we're going to now get to fire off a very, very tasty Hyper Voice and deal just under half. Which tells me that this is either very heavily invested or it's assault vested. Which is not ideal for me because now it has the opportunity to drop a Draco Meteor on me and take me out. Now I have two options to switch into this. I can either go out into Gastrodon and try and take one hit from that,
or I can choose to go out into my Flaunges. Now, Flaunges is the designated answer to Walking Wake. It switches in very well to a lot of its stuff, but it depends on whether I think Predel's going to try and predict me or not. I'm not going to stay in and click the Hyper Voice, because if I lose Rotom here, I lose basically my ability to break with that Nasty Plot, and I lose a lot of damage, and I lose the ability to one-shot that Gliscor. So there's a lot of things that Rotom does offer me in this game. So eventually, after a lot of toying back and forth, I am going to decide to go out into the Flaunges, because as I say, it is the best thing I have to switch into, the best all-round makeshift check to Walking Wake that I have on the draft. So Sylveon's going to come in, and you're going to see we get that prediction correct. The Draco does not manage to connect with any of my team, and I get a very, very free baton pass now out into something else. So yes, we are going to opt to click that baton pass as Faye Padel manages to go for the hard switch out into Gliscor, trying to bring it in and get some status off on me, but I'm not going to give them any kind of position or any opportunity to try and whittle me down with status conditions. I'm going to baton pass, and we're going to get momentum and get a very free switch out into one of my heavy hitters. And the heavy hitter of choice we're going to choose to go into is Rotom, because we can threaten it out with a super effective Hydro Pump, or we can try and set up substitutes on it again, or just even get Nasty Plots off. Padel's shown she doesn't want to stay in on this thing at all, so I figure she's going to be scared of a Hydro Pump and she's going to switch out, which is going to give me a free Hyper Voice onto potentially what could be an incoming Walking Wake. But Padel is going to make a fantastic play here, and she is going to click Toxic on me as I click Hyper Voice, which is going to do very, very little to this Gliscor. But it is going to give me decent information. That shows me that there's not much special defense investment, and I can one-shot this with a Hydro Pump from now on. But it does give Padel the opportunity to sort of whittle me down and hurt me pretty badly. I assume she's going for a Protect there, so I go for a Nasty Plot, trying to get up a little bit of, boosted damage the next turn and chunk something a little bit harder. But she calls my bluff, goes for the U-turn straight away, and goes out into Clefable. Now, this is possibly the worst Pokemon she could have brought out against me at this point, because Clefable, of course, has Unaware, meaning that Nasty Plot I just went for could potentially be for naught. So I'm put in a very sticky situation. Now, I decide the best option I have here is to go out into my designated breaker for the game, which is Meloetta, who has the choice specs, and depending on what this thing goes for, I can force it to go for the same move over and over again. For example, it just went for a Wish there, but if it had gone for Cosmic Power, I could have then tricked it and basically prevented it from ever doing what that set wanted to do. So I'm going to click the Trick here. It did go for the Wish there, so it is going to pass it out, but there's two things that I think could happen here. This thing could start setting up Calm Minds, or it could switch out into the Gliscor and try to pass that Wish off in and live a hit from me. I decide that Trick is the best overall play, because I can steal a Toxic Orb from the Gliscor and potentially trick that to something else later on in the game, or getting a Trick onto this Clefable could be very, very nice. So it just seemed like the best all-round play here. And Faye is going to withdraw this Clefable, fearing the Hyper Voice, fearing whatever super strong attack I can go for, and I'm going to get a Trick off onto the Gliscor. Now, that is good for a number of reasons, because I have a lot of heavy hitters on this team, such as Cranidos, Judgment sitting in the back, and I have this Meloetta, of course, who basically two-shot the entire team here. If I can stop this Gliscor from being able to use the same move on repeat, look, if I can stop it from clicking Toxic and then protecting, I have a lot more room to switch in my effective offensive threats versus it, and basically gain progress. This game is just all about wearing Padel down, chipping the team down until I get a chance to go for game with Iron Moth. So we're going to pull the switch out here, and we're going to go out into my boy, the Crimson Father, the Gastrodon here, and see what this goes for. It goes for U-turn, which gets a nasty crit on me, meaning that the choice specs are not exactly preventing it from doing much, but Padel does now, unfortunately, get switch initiative against us. And she's going to choose to go out into Amaryllis, which is the Walking Wake. presumably to try and get a Draco off on me, or a knockoff, and see what my set is. So this is a bit of a sticky situation. Gastrodon can take a hit from this Walking Wake, but it doesn't particularly want to. I could try and pull the switch out into Florges, but then she could just click Flip Turn on me and predict me. So it's a bit of a catch-22 for me here, and it's a bit of a difficult decision for me to make. Now in the end, I am going to choose just to go for the recover here, as my Lumberry gets knocked off. Just in case it wanted to go for Draco Meteor there, I do get myself back up to full, meaning I can take a hit from this thing again later in the future. But that didn't really force much progress, and there's still the potential of a Draco dropping over my head, so it's a bit of a tough turn for me, that is. We're just kind of jostling for position back and forth a little bit. I choose to go for Earth Power this turn, just to see what sort of damage I can get off on it, as she's going to go out into Spindle, which is the Miss Magus. And this Earth Power is going to be completely eaten up. So, yeah, great turn for Padel. She's pulling the strings versus me here and making life very difficult for me in the early part of this game. I've not really forced much progress. I'm going to go out into my Iron Moth because, realistically, outside of Power Gem, this thing cannot touch me. It cannot touch Iron Moth, and I get the freest of switches to come in and start hitting things really hard. But she's going to go for Trick Room. Now that's very scary for a multitude of reasons. Mainly because there's a goddamn Torkoal and a goddamn Cyndaquil there, both of which hit really hard with, like, Choice Specs eruptions. So I just have to put damage out here. I have to go for Fire Dance. I have to start trying to get some damage off and hope and pray that she doesn't find the time to get in that Torkoal. She goes for the Hex there. Not sure why. I think she was just seeing what kind of set I had, or trying to catch one of my Pokemon, potentially the Rotom coming in. But I do get the attack boost with the Fiery Dance there. And I'm going to switch it up here and go for the Sludge Wave, just in case she tries to go and be cheeky and go out into Cyndaquil. And she does switch out. And it's going to be Foxglove, which is the Cyndaquil. So we catch this damn mascot in the face with a wave of nasty sludge. And it goes down right there. So we do actually get the first KO in this game. It might not look like it, but taking out that Cyndaquil right there, it was probably the most expendable member on her team. I didn't think she'd have much opportunity to really get it going, but taking it out is still nice. And we take a nice 6-5 lead in this match. Now she's going to go out into the Gliscor here to threaten me with an Earthquake from a slower offensive Pokemon. But we know this thing is Choice Specs. So I get some pretty free turns here versus this thing. It either clicks U-turn on me, as I go out into Rare, who is poisoned at very low health and can't really do what it wants to do anymore anyway, or it goes for Earthquake, and I get the freest of Hydro Pumps on afterwards. So this Choice Specs is actually kind of really helping me out here. And it is that switch out into Rare, the Rotom, that we are going to make here. It seemed like the safest middle ground. Rare was the Pokemon I was more than willing to let go, so it was perfectly fine. And we do manage to catch an Earthquake with that thing there. So, all in all, that worked out pretty nicely. Now, Padel can get the slow U-turn here, because the Trick Room still means that, oddly enough, my Rotom now does outspeed this thing. But there's not really much I can do to her offensive parts here. I've not got much special attack investment. My 2 attacking moves get hard blocked by Miss Magus. I'm going to click the Hyper Voice again, expecting the Walking Weight to come in. And she's going to go out straight into Azalea, which is actually the Clefable this time. Which is going to take this Hyper Voice, and it's going to take it very, very well. Now this is an opportunity for her to get another wish off onto my team. The Trick Room is going to wear off, meaning I do outspeed this thing again. But now we're back where we were a few turns ago, basically. She's probably going to throw up a wish and try and pass it off into one of her offensive threats, probably that Walking Wake, and I could be in a little bit of trouble here. So I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump, try and push damage onto this thing. It does a lot of damage right there, an awful chunk as she goes for that wish. And And this Toxic is going to whittle me down and leave me on 4 health. Now she's probably going to try and pass this off to the Gliscor or click Protect or something. So I'm going to make a very ballsy switch here and bring in Judgment the Cranidos. Expecting either a Protect or expecting some kind of switch out into, well, anything at this point. And she's going to go out into Amaryllis, which is like the worst possible thing Cranidos wanted to see in front of it. Cranidos did not want to see that any day of the week. And now we've got another switch that we're going to have to make. It's a very easy one, out into Florges. And hopefully they don't click the Hydro or the Flip Turn this turn. They do allow us to get the switch out, so they're not going to switch out first. They're not pulling any double switch shenanigans. And Sylveon is going to come in here and take this Draco Meteor to the face. Sylveon not allowing damage onto Gastrodon for the end game to happen. And now we get to click Baton Pass fairly freely, or start setting up Calm Minds of our own. The world is our oyster. We are going to click the Calm Mind, and she's going to go for Knockoff, which is going to get rid of my nasty, nasty Lumberry. And we're going to get a nice Calm Mind off and start being able to smack things fairly hard with these Moonblasts now. Hopefully, these Moonblasts are now going to start putting a lot of pressure onto her. She's going to go for a Flip Turn here. A little bit of extra chip damage onto me, which means that I could be in trouble if the sun goes up. But I think I'm probably going to be fine. So she's going to switch into the Gliscor, which, as we know, is very, very neutered, shall we say. And this Moonblast is going to do over half. But with the Poison Heal, it looks like it's just not going to make the 2-hit KO. So we've got a tough decision to make here. We either stay in, click it again, and see what this Gliscor wants to lock itself into, or we try and make a middle ground play, and we go and let Rare go. Because it's on 4 health, we switch Rare in, Rare will die next turn to Toxic, and we'll get the switch initiative back again. So, in the end, I think that's what I end up doing. I end up switching out into Rare, just to allow myself to get the initiative back again. And yes, after a lot of umming and ahhing and taking a while on this turn, I do decide to pull the trigger and switch out into Rare, let it go down, and claim some switch initiative against whatever decides to come in. As this goes for a Toxic. Now this is very good information. This is now choice specs into Toxic, meaning I get a very, very free switch into A, one of my Toxic Pokemon, or B, a very, very weak NFE that hits very hard and doesn't really care about having Toxic on it. And it's going to lead to a very, very free switching into Cranidos. And Cranidos here, Judgment is going to hit the field with the game state in his favour, allowing me to punch a hole into something. Faye's going to decide to go for the Toxic here, realising that Gliscor, with the choice specs, really isn't going to be able to do much for her in this game. And we're going to go for a big Rock Slide with Cranidos. Not quite getting the KO. Not quite. However, she is, of course, locked into Toxic. This Gliscor is looking low. I'm going to go right for the Rock Slide again. And whether she decides to allow Cranidos to get another kill or not, it's up to her. But Cranidos looking like it's putting in a lot of pressure. My mascot is doing the work here. Your mascot died to a moth. Mine killed a bat. And as you can see, Padel is going to stay in and go for another Toxic, allowing Judgment to hit it with a Rock Slide and get the first mascot kill of the season for Big Judgment. Cranidos coming in here, getting 2 powerful, powerful Rock Slides off and taking out Padel's ace. Not just any Gliscor, Padel's Gliscor. One of the most infamous users of that horrific Pokemon has been slain by Judgment the Cranidos. And that, my friends, is so, so sweet. Now Padel is going to decide to go out into Misdreavus, possibly to threaten me with a Hex, which might take me out, or go for a Willow. Well, can't go for a Will-O-Wisp because I'm poisoned, but the Hex will take me out. But we're going to stay in, go for another Rock Slide, and it's going to do big, big damage as she sets up a Trick Room. Now, we don't know this Misdreavus' speed. We don't know whether it's minus speed or not. I am running a lot of speed on this Cranidos this week, so I don't feel comfortable staying in and clicking another one because a Hex will take me out. So I pull a very, very safe switch out into Meloetta. Marina will come in here, and if there's a Hex, she'll be immune to it. And indeed, there is a Hex, which will not do anything to Marina and allow me to get a free Psyshock or a Hyper Voice off, depending on what I want to do from here. So yeah, game state is suddenly looking really good. Cranidos being able to hit that Rock Slide and do all that damage is really coming in handy here. Cranidos putting in the finest of work. And we are going to decide to click the Psyshock just because if this thing stays in, you know, we want it to be able to hit something. And Azalea is going to come back out. That's the Clefable, which is probably not going to take this Psyshock right here. And indeed it doesn't. Marina claiming a kill, pushing the game state even closer towards what we want from it. Now unfortunately this is going to allow Padel to now switch in the Torkoal, get the Sun up, and push a little bit of offense back at me. And that's indeed what decides to come out. Sulfur, the Torkoal, is going to hit the field, get that Drought up, and with the way that she's been playing it with the Trick Room, I'm expecting this to be a Choice Specs Eruption Torkoal. And if it is, I really don't have answers to it. So the best thing I can do here is try and find a way to stop this Torkoal from doing as much damage as possible. And unfortunately, that might mean letting something go down. And in the end, we are going to decide to let the Eruption go off and let Marina, unfortunately, take that massive, massive hit. I didn't have anything else that wanted to switch in here. Marina kind of had to be the one to take it. I had 3 Pokemon there that didn't want anything to do with an Eruption. But I do know that with the investment I have on this Iron Moth, we can at least take 1 and hit this thing for big damage, neutering it for later in the game. Now we're going to click the Sludge Wave here because it's going to do the most damage to everything on the field. Nothing's going to want to take it. And she is going to be very wary of that, and is going to switch out the Torkoal here and go out into Amaryllis, which is the Walking Wake, now back at full health, which is going to get the Proto Boost and is going to reveal that it's a speed boosting Walking Wake. This Sludge Wave's going to go off and do absolutely nothing. Have you ever seen that before in your life? Have you ever seen a Sludge Wave from an Iron Moth do that little to a non-resistant target? That tells me this thing has to be Assault Vested. If it wasn't clear from before, it has to be. And the mon we're going to choose to switch in against Amaryllis here is going to be Gastrodon, because we've made the obvious switch out to Florges both times previously, conditioning Padel into going for the water move here, and boom, we get it correct. Which means we now get that +1 special attack boost, and now we're in a very good position, because Gastrodon doesn't really care much for everything else on the field. She hits, well, Crimson Father here hits very hard, and I only see neutral targets ahead of it. And it goes for the Draco Meteor here, doing just under half, showing that my investment here this week paid off perfectly. We go for the Ice Beam, which does absolutely nothing, but this Walking Wake is now at -2, meaning that we can click Recover fairly freely, and barring any crits, we should be good to go. Padel goes for another Draco Meteor and unfortunately gets the miss, but it wouldn't have done much to me unless she got the crit, as I say, so basically that was a free turn for me regardless. The sun's going to fade, no more Photosynthesis, no more speed boost, meaning Moth should be able to outspeed this thing now. We're going to click another Ice Beam, as unfortunately this Walking Wake forgot to put its glasses on today. We're going to go for another Ice Beam. And we're going to get the freeze on this Walking Wake right here. What a sequence of events for Padel. Very unfortunate. Now, I don't think it mattered too much, but it's still very, very unfortunate. The only sort of situation that would have really caused us problems is if this Walking Wake got a crit Draco Meteor on me. But even then, I have recovers to roost off there, you know, refresh all that damage. So, Gastrodon here, really pressuring, and she's going to decide to switch out the Walking Wake and go out into Spindle, the Miss Magus, well, Misdreavus, which is going to take this +1 Ice Beam. Just. However, she can't go for Trick Room here, because if she goes for Trick Room, I will outspeed it and knock it out before it even gets the chance to hit the field. So, realistically, she kind of has to attack me here. And we are actually going to outspeed it as she tries to get that last gasp Trick Room off. Meaning we take out Spindle. And all I see is a frozen walking wake. And a Torkoal. And I don't think either of them are wanting to take this hit. Now we are, of course, going to click that Earth Power, outspeeding the Torkoal, which ran a minus speed nature this week to go into Trick Room. And that, my friends, is basically going to wrap up this match. There is a Gastrodon at +1 versus a Frozen Walking Wake at full health. And there's nothing that it can really do against me. So we are going to go 2-0 from our first 2 games here in the NX games. Really pushing home our advantage after the first week and putting us in a fantastic position. It's going to stay frozen. We're going to go for the Earth Power here, which is going to take out this Walking Wake and allow us to finish off this game. Very, very, very good game there, Padel. 2 games down, 2 victories down, 2 very dominant performances to go along with them. So I was feeling pretty good after that one. We're looking very good in the table so far, and quite frankly, it's looking very, very difficult to catch us. If we can keep up this momentum, we could really find ourselves in the gold bracket for playoffs. However, there is a lot of Pokemon left to be played before playoffs are even in the picture. So we have to put all of our attention onto Week 3, where we faced off against Nova Blader, and quite possibly the biggest threat to this team comp you'll ever see in your life, Ogerpon Cornerstone. It has the rock typing to mess with my moths, it has the grass typing to mess with my Gastrodon and everything else. It has the speed tier to outspeed all of my moths. It has Spiky Shield to block and punish my Slitherwing. And it has spikes to cause further heartache, and it's got Swords Dance and Trailblaze, which, if I allow that thing time and space, it will absolutely wreck me. So, I was very, very nervous going into Week 3. I had to try and play absolutely perfectly to try and stop any kind of hint of an Ogerpon sweep happening. So, how did it go? Guess you'll have to find out. Let's head over to Week 3, shall we?
Okay. Alright, so they've brought the Muck, they've brought the... They didn't bring the Infernape, which means that my very specific Noivern here is no longer useful at all. Great. That's so sad. Okay, well, I'm still probably good leading it. At least I could maybe lead the Brain Flower. Or do I lead with the Meat Grinder? I mean, the Meat Grinder's fine, right? Reveal I'm scarfed off from the get-go. I mean, there's a possibility of spike stacking here. I've brought Noivern literally as a way to get rid of spike stacking. Yeah, I think Scarf Noivern's probably fine as a lead. I've got enough that can avoid spikes. I've got Hazard Removal if they get too problematic. It's only really the half cocooned here that needs the spikes off the field, so I don't know, I feel okay here. Let's lead with the Meat Grinder and see what their response to it is. Here we go. That is an amazing trainer card. Shout out to Iono. Favourite character from this game. Permafrost. That's a Mammoth Swine. I'm clicking U-turn on this thing. You're going to withdraw immediately. Flubber. That's the Muck. Okay. I did about 10% and it's Helmet. That makes things a lot easier if I'm being honest. So it can't be AV. I could go into the Crimson Father. I could also go out into the Brain Flower. I could also go out into Half Cocooned. In fact, I think Half Cocooned is probably the play here. Because Muck, literally, its best move to hit me with would be Mud Shot. But also, I could just go to the Brain Flower. Yeah, let's just go Crimson Father. I think I'll just click Earthquake here. Got Drifblim, and you got Primarina. Yep, that's the Ogerpon Cornerstone. Take an Earthquake. Does a lot of damage. So that tells me this is fully offensive. Pick up on Cornerstone. Now I've just got to go out into Vile Plume. As the cudgel here that comes in is going to be incredibly free. I'm just going to go straight to the Brain Flower. Trailblaze on me. Okay. No effect spore. Gets its speed up. I think I just click Sludge Bomb on it here. I also know that it can't one-shot me. Ooh. No effect spore twice in a row. That's not great. Vile Plume, you're letting me down here, mate. Who's taking this? Who's coming in on it? Just thinking about it. Dead Zeppelin.
That's so good. What a name.
Go on, give me the poison. Damn it, nothing. That's 3 30% chances you've missed now. Sad. Alright, I'm gonna go to rare. Calm mind.
Oh, why do you have to be this set? Why do you have to be this set? Why?
I'm not gonna hit it because I don't want to proc any potential weakness policy. I'm gonna go right out to Crimson Father. And I'm gonna click Clear Swan on it. And I'm gonna beat it that way. I'm not letting this stupid Drift Blip proc any potential weakness policy. I could have Volt switched on it there. Drift Blim, +2. Shadow Ball. I ain't letting you mess with me. None of that. So it's got Air Slash. It's Calm Mind. Right. So his play here is either to try and muscle through me, or just go out into Ogerpon. Do I just like click Surf here? You're gonna Calm Mind. What are you doing? That does nothing. You're being a bit of a dick. This Driftblim's being a bit of a dick. But I know I can come in afterwards and revenge it. So, like, I've got options afterwards, you know? Flinch me. Okay, I'm clicking Recover. Ah, you miss. Okay. Hacks for hacks. I don't mind. So my Volt Switch, if this thing's at like +1, will do about 45%. So I'm assuming it's Calm Mind, Shadow Ball, Air Slash, and like maybe Thunderbolt or something. You're going to withdraw? Okay. Well, something's taking at least a little bit of damage. Unless it's coming down Ella. That's the Cornerstone. Puts it down to about half. No stat changes for you. Right, you're clicking Cudgel here. Do I want to pop my Rindo now? If I do... Screw it, I'm just going to go Brain Flower. Like, it's only really here for this at this point, you know? You're going to withdraw. It's going to be Mamo. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's Mamo. Man, imagine if I'd have stayed in and clicked Surf there, because I did think about it. Because I was like, it showed Trailblaze. It's probably going to get rocks up at this point. I'm just going to go rare. I have to go rare. You know, I can't be too crazy. I'd love to have stayed in there and clicked Giga Drain as it clicked Stealth Rock. But it's fine. Sometimes you just got to take these risks. That doesn't 2-hit KO me. I'm going to click Hydro on this thing. That did a lot of damage, though. That's got to have some investment to leave me at 172. Yeah, speed. We do half. Get another one. We live. We we get the citrus. I mean, clicking Hydro again here has, like, no downside. And your switch-in would be, like, what, Muck? You're going to want to keep this around, though, right? So do I just, like, Pain Split here? Is that a throw? No, I clicked the Hydro. Yeah, because it depends on what they go into, you know? Dead Zeppelin. Yeah, if I'd have Pain Splitted there, that could have been quite nice. Hydro. That's now in range of a Volt Switch, so I'm gonna click it. Yeah, we are speed. The Volt Switch, nice. Drift Blim, you're down. I think it was a bit of a pain. Now, of all the ones that are left, I think my safest answer to everything on the field is probably... well, think about this. So if I go to Iron Moth, I'm going to allow in the Primarina. If I go... Well, am I? If I go to Iron Moth, I'm going to allow in the King Gambit, realistically. If I go to Brainflower, I'm going to allow in the Mamoswine. If I go to Crimson Father, I'm going to allow in the Ogerpon Cornerstone, which I don't want to do. If I go to Meat Grinder, I allow in Mock, maybe. But I do also, like, outspeed everything that's left and can just click U-turn on things. If I go to Cave Mother, I allow in King Gambit and Cornerstone. So I think Meat Grind is probably the safest answer to everything that's on the field here. Now, if Primarina comes in to try and take a hit from this, I just click U-turn and go hard into Vileplume at this point. And then click Strength Sap as it potentially goes for, like, Psychic on me. I think that's the fairest way to do it. Ella. That's the Cornerstone. Okay. Well, does Slither kill this thing? U-turn kills this. Okay, you're going to try and chip me down. So it's Spiky Shield, Trailblaze. So Muck's coming in here. So I'm going to go to Brainflower. So he's going to know now that we outspeed him. Ah, get cudgeled. That's not good. I don't know why you clicked that. Brainflower's down. Damn! That was either a prediction or like a mad play. That was a mad play. That was a crazy play. I didn't expect that. Does Earthquake kill it from here? It's not really worth it, honestly. It's not worth clicking. Wait, shield, yep. I fully didn't see him clicking Cudgel there. Like, there was no way he was clicking Cudgel there. And he just claimed my guy. Damn it! Oh, you've played me. You've played me. Good sequence of turns, Nova. I tried to make a play and got messed up for it. Alright, Mark. Spiky Shield, really. Didn't see it coming at all. That's an excellent bring. Like, my Slither's taken... I just didn't see that at all. I fully didn't see that coming. That's a brilliant bring. I'm just going to go half Cocooned. And click Psychic. Damn, letting the Vileplume go down there was horrid. You're going to withdraw. Okay. He's taking it. That's the Prim. Show me your item. Leftovers? Yep, okay, it's leftovers. It's probably fully Spadef leftovers. So Sludge Wave looks like a roll to kill. Is it worth clicking? Or is it worth just going rare and clicking Pain Split on something? I think it's worth going rare and clicking Pain Split on something. I know I probably would have lived the hit there, but I can see it going for like Hydro. Psychic. Okay. I think Vol Switch is the play. Even if you try and go to your Mamo here, I can come in on like Muck later and just click Pain Split, you know? You're gonna withdraw. Alright, who's coming in? Ella. That's the Ogre. Chip onto the Ogre. Alright, go ahead, Noivern. Go to Cave Mother. Oh look, I found its mask! Most obvious shit ever! Hurricane should kill it from this range. I don't want to have to click it though. That's like the last thing I want to do right now. Because if I miss and just lose this thing, I suppose it is like free. That's what I'm doing, okay. I'm clicking U-turn. Because, right, the sequence here is if this thing stays in. Nice, okay. I gain momentum. Melody comes back. It's not going to want to take that at all, because now I get free momentum. I really want to go rare again. Lefties. Part of me wants to click Hydro here. But the other part of me is like, I don't want to let this thing just kill me for free. So I think Volt Switch is fine. If you want to stay in, I just go Gastro. Okay. That's nice. It's now in range of half cocooned too, which is lovely. What's it clicking on me? I'll live a Psychic Noise at this point, but I don't want to take damage for Substitute later. Do I just go Crimson Father? Earthquake 2, it KOs it from here after lefties. You know? And if it starts Calm Minding on me, I think I'm fine. Alright, Crimson Father. Oh, it picked me off. Alright. Well, that's what I had the Rindo for. At this point, do I need this? The only thing I really need it for is Muck, to hit Muck, but Muck's at a range where I can 1v1 it. Do I want to make the play into Meat Grinder? If I lose Thingy here, I'm staying in. Ha! Thank you! Ah. If he wants to click Moonblast on me, that's a fine catch-all, but I 1v1 it, you know? This is fun. This is a fun turn. Come on, have I got it right? Have I got it right? Yes! Okay, we live for hit, we live for hit. that was great. That was great. I loved that. Slitherwing's U-turn won't kill a Prim if it's Spadef. Earthquake from this range might. Wild Charge will, obviously. You gonna let this go down? Do you want to let it go down? You got no flying type left. Earthquake kind of free. Plus, depending on the set, this might kill. It looks like it could be a roll. Or do I just want to play it safe and click Wild Charge? It might just go out into Mamo, to be fair. So I think Earthquake's fine here. Yeah, you're going to withdraw. Yeah, Earthquake is fine here. Oh, I've caught the muck! Yes, that's huge. Now I get the freest Earthquake click again. Yes! Ooh, that felt nice. Now you've got to give me more damage on something. That damage on Muck's huge, because now Slither can just come in on it after it does something easily. He's going to give me the Muck. That's so nice. Okay. What are you going to revenge me with? Is it going to be the Mammoth Swine? Ice Shard might kill me if it's Adamant Max, but it can't be Adamant Max, can it? It could be. Permafrost. My Earthquake won't kill this regardless from this range. It might just be time to send Rare out here. Ice Shot, okay. Oh, that might two-shot. I'm going to click Pain Split. Oh, it's a 50-50 roll. If it's Adamant Max, it's a 50-50 roll. You're going to withdraw? Who are you going into? Who dis? Kingpin. Okay. Well, I'm taking loads of damage on this then. Loads of health back, thank you. Yoink. Do I burn this here? Do I want to burn this here? If it clicks SD, I could be in trouble. It hasn't shown an item yet. It's Supreme Overlord, not Defiant. I dropped my controller. That's not good. It's probably the play. I can't take any risk. I've got to click the Willow here. I'm going to assume it's max HP. It's not Lumberry. Kowtows me. Ooh. Do I just like click Volt Switch here? Rotom's put in an absolutely generational performance right here. Absolutely generational. This game is still very much losable though. I've got to try and position myself in a way where Ogerpon can't just, like, win. Like, it can't just set up Trailblaze and win. Okay, that did, like, nothing. Yeah, that did, like, nothing. Obviously, I can't do anything to this. But this being in prevents Ogre from coming in afterwards. Yeah, I think this is fine. It's Assault Vest. Okay. Ooh, that does a lot. This is an Adamant Cow Tower. So I'm actually just going to click Roost here. No. I'm going to click Hurricane. And then click Roost. So it's Assault Vest. Withdraw. Well, I've clicked Hurricane, so hopefully this hits Melody. Hit. Doesn't do anything. It doesn't do nothing. Do I really need this thing anymore? Let's be real. Do I need this thing anymore? I can't go into half cocooned on it. Is clicking this again a throw? Or do I just go into, like, Crimson Father here? I think I just click U-turn and go into Crimson Father and let this thing take out Crimson Father. Alright, Cave Mother, I think you click your U-turn. Prevent the leftovers chip. Give me free switch initiative. And go out into Gastro. Let it take me out. Draining this. We don't like that in this household. I'm gonna go meat grinder now. And the only reason I'm doing this is because it might be a bit of a throw. He's thinking about it. He's really thinking about it. Draining kiss. Alright, that's fine. That is honestly okay. I don't mind that. Missing is now 1000%. It has to be. Has to be in half cocooned range. Yeah. 77%. There's no way this is living, is it? There's no way this is living. So I get a click sludge wave for absolutely free. Because you've now just got to pick a sack, right? You've just got to pick a sack. Everything here dies. And barring a random Scarfmon, like this is going to be a 50-50 with Ogerpon, but I'm trying to avoid that if I can. No Melody's going to go. Alright. Yep, Screen Overload. It's going to do nothing. I can force my way through this thing. I'm clicking sub here. Ah, okay. Sucker punch. Damn it. There's a kowtow. This will break me. Yeah. Alright. I don't mind the damage on this. Adam Max burned. Sucker Punch is going to do like 32% to me. It's fine. Yeah, right. I got a crit. No raise though. No raise. I don't need the raise at this point. This is such a tough end game. This right here is such a tough end game. Alright. Do I kill this thing? I still haven't seen its item. If it's Stick Fat, I should always kill this with Fiery Dance, right? But it might be AV. I still haven't seen its item. Let's just assume it's AV. I mean, let's be real. My answer here is always to go to Rare, right? I'm not staying in and hitting this thing. Because I haven't seen its friggin' move. I haven't seen its item. It's got Ice Shard. I know that. Earthquake on me. Okay. Yeah. And it could potentially have been Scarfed as well. So I didn't want to risk anything there. I've got to click Hydro here. Hydro is the safest move I've got. I'm just trying to navigate this end game here. Like, I'm trying not to trip over. There's so many banana skins with the pieces he's got left on his team that I could really put myself in a bad position. Right, so this thing's done. That's the cornerstone. If it's Trailblaze. Trailblaze will kill me from here. Trailblaze does like 45 or 55% min. Oh, this could be dangerous. I think I lose. Oh no, I lose! Oh, so many fucking banana skins. He's gonna click Trailblaze here, and then he gets to kill everything that's left. Damn it! I should have kept my freaking meat grinder around. Oh no, I lose. I lose. I should have gone Cave Mother there. I lose here. Kudgel kills everything that's left. Literally all I've got is that Crimson Father can potentially... No, Crimson Father's not going to live that. Fuck. Even with my Rindo Berry, I wouldn't live from this range. Like, all I've got now. Fuck. Just kills everything left. It just kills everything left. Oh, man. God damn it. It just kills everything left. Oh, God. Oh, man. Fuck. And this just clicks Trailblaze on me and finishes me. I messed up. Oh, God! I should have just gone straight out into Noivern afterwards and saw if it was Scarf. I threw. I actually fucking threw so hard. I threw so hard there. Oh, man. I had that game, I had that goddamn game, and I threw.
Yeah, as you can tell, I wasn't exactly the happiest bunny in the moment there. I will say though, after I cooled down, I realized I had a lot of fun playing that one. Like, that was genuinely a really fun game of Pokemon. I was just very disappointed in myself at the end game, and it became like, oh, I'm so annoyed at myself. But GG to Nova, you absolutely deserved it. I choked, as I said in the commentary, I choked my balls off. But it was a very, very good game, and I really enjoyed it, and I really hope we get to play again. But unfortunately, that loss is going to put us at 2-1, with 2 more games to play. And next up on the chopping block is going to be Zachmander, who has a very, very nasty team after substituting in for a fellow council member, Frank, halfway through the season. Zach has a very nasty team, including some very big threats such as Manaphy and a Delphox, weirdly enough. There are some very big threats on Zach's team, and if I'm going to win, I have to do my best to try and stop that thing from going crazy. How did it go? Let's find out.
Okay, what have they brought? They brought Dreads, Manaphy, Sinistra, Grafii, Diancie. Oh, they brought the Diancie, bollocks. I was hoping they wouldn't do that. That means I have to really deal with that thing before I can even look at trying to get Cranidos to do things. That sucks. Oh well. Because technically I do underspeed it, but if it is running the minus nature, then I won't. But surely they don't here unless they are Trick Room themselves. But if they are, then like I had a Gastrodon that they should have prepped for, so it's a weird situation here. So I'm just going to lead Rare. Rare seems like the best lead here for the situation. Zack attack! Die. Do I just burn this? Do I click the Will-O-Wisp button or do I just click the Hydro? Because Manaphy's probably coming in here, right? Oh no, Manaphy's not going to come in on this. I mean, Hydro's free. Hydro's free as fuck. Like, I don't need to make any weird plays this early. I mean, City might come in. I suppose Will-O-Wisp is a decent mid-ground if that's the case. Alright. Ah, that's a City. Alright. City is leftovers. Green goop. So I'm just going to click Volt Switch on this. Sydney doesn't get any psychic moves, right? It doesn't. The best move he gets to hit Moth is Scold. I mean, to be honest, I probably should just be going Meloetta on this thing. I should outspeed this, unless it's like max speed weirdness, but it shouldn't be, so I'm going to click the Volt Switch. It is outspeed. Okay. Max speed weirdness, here we go! I'm in trouble! That's really bad. At least I get my citrus back. So it's not the end of the world. And I know that this thing has some speed on it.
I mean, they could just go half cocooned here. And then just start fire dance spamming. Or just go Marina. Oh, but Marina can't hit this because I took the fucking Shadow Ball off of it. I think Logic's fine. I've got Draco. You got no switch-ins, really. Nah, Moth's probably the move here. It might be weak-proof, but it's still super effective, so that just makes it like regular. And this is a fast matcher, gotcha, user guy thing. Fire Dance is fine, right? They don't know my set. And if Manaphy comes in, I just go hard Duraludon. That's the sequence. Should be okay. I think. I hope. I pray. You can withdraw. Okay. Manaphy. Oh, hello. Alright, Thunderwave coming here. Do I let this get Thunderwaved? And use my surprise scarf to try and go for game? Or do I go rare? I mean, rare's fine, right? As long as it's not, like, offensive. Does Grafaiai even get Thunderwave? It doesn't. So, like, what's it gonna do here? It could prankster parting shot on me. But something's then taking the hit. I'm Scarf, I'll outspeed it. It hasn't got any move it can hit me with. Fuck it. Yeah. Okay, I'm 0 for 2 on the boosts. Pinky. Where's the brain? Just go hard logic? Yeah, I'm gonna go hard logic. Screw it. Hello. Do I roar this? Or do I flash cannon it? Do I roar this or flash cannon? Because I'll live the hit. But roar just kind of like pushes the problem down the road, you know? Roar just pushes the shit down the road. If this is weakness policy, I kill it. Yeah. I kill this unless it's Babiri. And if it is Babiri, then I don't think it can actually do anything to my Florgs. Florgs. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, I should live this. Yeah. Now this thing goes down. Oh, it is Babiri. Alright. Maybe I should have roared it then. It's going to click Moonblast here, right? I can't let this really go down. So I'm going to go Marina. I'll take this nicely. Yep. Now I'm going to click Trick Room. Okay. How do I play this turn? Do I just click Hyper Voice here? It won't kill. Well, maybe it will actually. Fuck it. You gonna withdraw? I didn't think they would have killed. Zack attack, bastard. Alright. This is gonna be a fast U-turn. Rare. Now I click Volt Switch. Yeah, you are going to switch out. Green Goop.
Now I go Cranidos. This should kill. I'm fairly certain it'll kill. If it's like bold defensive, I do 73% minimum with this head smash. And I know treads could come in here. Damn, this is a call. I'm gonna go for it. I can't let this Fini stay around. And I'll have one more turn of Trick Room left afterwards. No, I won't. This is the last turn, sorry. So, we click. We click the damn head smash button. Go on, judgments! Judged! You have been judged! And your judgment is that your tea was whack! Zell. Hello, buddy. And I no longer have a switch for this. Because unfortunately, Rare took too much damage. So, something's got to go here. And I've got to work out what that is. That Diancie gets outsped by everything. I genuinely think I might have to keep this Cranidos around. Ooh. Do I let the Cranny go down? If this thing clicks U-turn on me. Although it's not really, let's be real. Alright, Rare. I think your time's done. Oh, we live. That's funny. I'm going Sylveon on this. I want to preserve that as a sack. Yep. I'm hoping I can catch this out. That's scarfed, but I'll lift the hit. Or at least it's... They are going to be full. Okay. Sack, sack. Hello. You're having this. Hey, big attack drop. That looked AV. If I'm being honest. Yeah, that's AV. It wouldn't have done that little otherwise. It looks like a fast AV set, so getting chip on is actually really nice. Alright, I'm gonna go Rare. Big spin. Gotta go half cocooned. Can't let it get 2 spins up. Gotta click the attack that doesn't automatically lose me the game. That's unfortunately the only way that we've got to play this. Withdraw it. That's the safe thing to do in this situation. Pinky comes out. That's a sack. There we know it's theory. Now we get the raise when it doesn't matter. I'm going to do Fire Dance again. Oh, we're at +2. That's pretty nice. How much are we doing to Manaphy now? Oh, we still only do 40% if it's not invested. That's insane. Alright. I mean, I might be able to break through this now that I actually think about this. If it's max invested, Surf is doing 75% max to me. If I stay in and hit this, but if it's defensive, that's just a complete and utter throw. So I'm going to go Logic. Hard Logic. kill. I'm gonna click Draco. Let this thing go. Oh, you're gonna take part. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Alright. I gotta roar it now. Leftovers too. So it's just gonna keep doing that on me, right? It's defensive as fuck, otherwise that wouldn't have done anywhere near as little as that. Oh, come on, man. Alright. Fine. How much does Cranidos do to this? Well, first I want to work out that Duraludon calc. I want to work out whether my play is to go into Marina, and whether Marina lives one at +1. Because Marina's got good special defense. Right, so that has to be like max HP at the very least. Yeah, it's def invested, in fact. So, Cranidos. Oh, kills with head smash. It's at +1. Spedef invested. Does Meloetta live a +1 surf? Yes, she does. Yes, she frickin' does. It does 139 min. Max, sorry. So I think my play here, go Marina. Click Trick Room. Pick a god and pray. Cranidos is gonna kill itself with this head smash. Oh, fuck off. What is that set? Acid Armor, take heart. This thing will outspeed me as well. That's the worst part. Now I've got to sack Cranidos and then sack something else so that I lose. What is that stupid set? Fuck, I need to get this thing down to about half now. They could very well just keep setting up too. Oh yeah, I think it's over. I think it's Jova. He'll outspeed me because I've got speed on this too. The best thing I've got is to like try and trick it into using something suboptimal. That's all I've got. So yeah, fuck it, I'm clicking U-turn. Okay, Sylveon. I've got to trick it. Sylveon doesn't take 2 either. Oh, man! Why would you attack me there? I think it's just cooked, if I'm honest. Yeah, cooked. Well, it's not quite Jova, but it's pretty doomed. It's pretty doomed. Now I've got to go Judgment. Judgment's got a crit off of this head smash. Unfortunately. This will take it down to about half. I've just got to crit through it. Come on, Judgment! You are not judged. Alright. So it's not Jova just yet. You got the crit! Fuck off! Smile through the pain, Alex. Smile through the pain. So, I used Trick Room. I used U-turn. It killed me the next turn. Then I head smashed. I think it's Jova regardless of what I do. Iron Moth. Energy Ball does kill from here, but a +1 Surf has a range to kill, and if it's got any investment, then it's Jova. So I'm going to try and whittle it a bit more with Marina first, and then... Ah, fuck it. Fuck it. I think it's Jova. We live. kill, but now we will. Now I sacked Marina to try and get myself locked on to Fiery Dance on this thing, get myself to +1 and hope I can crit past Zapdos. That's all I've got. Yeah. I'm confused about the speed on that. Oh, shit. Crit Fiery Dance doesn't kill. But it's all I got. Fuck it. Ha! We got it! I need the boost too. Otherwise it's over. I need the boost. I needed a crit boost. I didn't think it had speed for Mellow. I didn't think it would. I thought it was... I thought it was Spadef so it could take a hit from me. Oh well. Zell. Alright. Don't think a crit kills this. Alright, if it's a crit, it does 65% min. I would have needed the last one. Oh well. Now I get it. Damn. I'm certain I misplayed on some bits, but at the end, like, all I had was to try and get that sweep going. I didn't expect speed on Manaphy. I figured if I could force... I didn't see Acid Armor take heart coming. It was a silly one. Oh well, here's what it is. GG's. I think that first Trick Room exchange was what lost me the game now that I look back at it. I didn't expect them to play the way they did. Like, I think I got my prediction, meaning I could only get Cranidos in for 1 turn, whereas if I could have got it in for 2, I'd have claimed 2. I only got to claim 1 in the end.
Well, that one didn't exactly go to plan. Unfortunately, I made quite a few errors during the game, and I think my opponent just absolutely prepped it and played it better. I saw some avenues in prep that I could potentially exploit, and my opponent like completely closed up those gaps and brought a team that just completely knocked me off my feet. There wasn't anything super crazy with their tech, apart from their Grafire, which I found out was Power Herb Dig, which is really fun. But on the whole, I feel like they just played it brilliantly. They absolutely deserved that win. But that unfortunately puts us in a very bad spot. 2-2, and it puts us in a 1-game shootout versus Gravy, the owner of PPL NX, their head honcho, tyrannical overlord herself, and someone that I haven't played in probably the best part of a year. The last time I played Amber in a competitive game was when I had my title-winning season in PDD, and I beat her in that game, and I went on to lift the championship. I was going to have to repeat that feat here today, and if I did manage to get the win, I put myself in gold bracket. Win, and we get the gold medal. Lose, we get the silver medal, and we get a worse matchup for playoffs. So, what I'm about to show you, ladies and gentlemen, is one of my favourite games I've ever played on Wi-Fi. I was laughing the entire time. It's so much fun. I really, really enjoyed playing it, and I think it's a fitting game to end on. Thank you very much for watching this movie so far, and I hope you enjoy the final game of PPL NX. How did it go? Well, it's time to find out, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. Let's do this. Time for me to get absolutely rolled. But I figured it was coming anyway. And yes, he's brought the drill there! Let's go! No Keldeo is kind of nice. I was a bit worried about that thing, but Drilver! Let's go! Oh. Fan-fucking-tastic. That makes me so happy. That makes me so freaking happy. Question is, what do I do here? Oh, that's so funny. Oh, I'm so happy you brought that. Absolute fucking respect. I think I just lead rare, to be honest. Yeah, I think I just lead rare. I reckon this is Seed Bomb Skeledirge, because it is the only thing it gets that can hit Gastrodon. Although, 0 moths, baby! 0 moths! Ponder my ogre. Ponder it yourself, bro! Scope lens. Big damage. I'm clicking Focus Blast on this. Second Zap Pippin. Yeah! Right, let's get some info. Oh, Spadef drop. That looks defensive to me. Yeah, that looks defensive. It's at -1 now, though. That doesn't put it in range of Draco, I don't think. But I could just click it. Like, I don't know what I lose off of that. We're going to withdraw. That's my boy! Damn it. Okay. Okay, let's see the T-Tar damage. Sand is a pain. That just looks... It's not Spadef, I don't think. Well, it could be. There's a knockoff coming here, I think. I mean, I could just go rare, but I can't really afford to lose my ability shield to this thing. Focus Blast at -2 is going to do fuck all, so I'm just going to go Marina. Oh, no, go Crimson Father. Go Crimson Father. Ah! That hurt. Do I just click recover here? This thing's not as important to me now, I don't think. Or I just click the Sludge Bomb, predicting the Ogre to come in. What is this Tyranitar? I mean, it clicks Crunch and I live now, I think, based off of that damage. It doesn't get any grass moves. I could just go the Sludge Bomb and predict it, you know? Or is Spike's worth it? Do I need this thing? Fuck it, Sludge Bomb. Second Zap Pippin. Hello. Give it poison. No poison. Click and recover on this. Ah! Ow! What the fuck? Nani? Nani the fuck? Nani, motherfucker? What the fuck? Was that a roll? That had to be max. What is this? That's insane. All right, rare. Vol Switch is free. That's mad. That has to be like adamant to do that much. And I think it might have even been a roll, even if it was like adamant max. I'd need to see the damage calcs. Either way, that's mad. I respect that. Fucking fair play. Fair play. Under my ogre. Okay. Double chip. just go Cave Mother here, right? Does Marina kill this? Doesn't kill. Let's go Cave Mother. Fuck it. Oh, it's got scope lens. If only I knew. I mean, the Hurricane play here is kind of free, right? Draco won't kill it from here. Part of me's tempted to just pull the double out into Marina here. Brr. Hello! Lovely to meet you! Young Drill. Do I kill this in one? I might not. I don't think I kill this in one if it's a Violite. No, I probably do. If it's offensive, I kill it in one. I'm clicking Trick Room. You're just gonna hit me. Okay. Ow. Click the top pass and see what you do. That's banded as fuck. It has to be. And let it get a kill. No Sandstorm. I really should have just gone hard out into rare there. But at least I've confirmed that this thing is definitely banded. Or at least adamant banned. Or like adamant soft sand or something. I might not actually kill this thing in one hit. That's crazy. I'm just gonna go rare. Are you gonna think I'm Ability Shield? Oh, this is a tough turn, because I kind of want to Volt Switch on it. I mean, Hydro is just free, right? Damn! That's my boy. Hello. Oh, it lives. That's sad. I don't switch into this now. It gets a free knockoff on me. I'm gonna go. Man, if I'd have Volt Switched there! Ah! I didn't think that you'd bring that with non-Sand Force. Oh, that's sad. It's Sand Force, isn't it? It's gotta be Sand Force. Oh! I can't lose Rotom. I need Rotom to win this game. Yeah, knock off my boots. That's my last turn of Trick Room, so Cranidos is a sitting duck now. It's not my last turn of Trick Room. I think I'm going to click. I'll outspeed this. I'm going to protect. I have to stall out my own Trick Room. How sad is that? I got a Baton Pass here. You don't let this go. You don't. Skelly? Skeledirge? Come on, Judgment! I might just click Earthquake on this, because honestly, killing this is probably my way to win this game. But I don't necessarily need to kill it in one, I just need to predict... no, I'm going to Rock Slide. Hey, you're going to withdraw! Okay. Come on! Come on! Yes! Cranidos! Let's go, Big Crane! Big Crane! Shout out to both the mascots getting kills, by the way. Onto my ogre. How ogre is it right now? Yes! Come on, come on! Oh, yes! Let's go! Cranidos! Yes! Come on, Cranidos! Come on! Come on, Cranidos! Hello, my driller. Question is, how do I win this, or how can I win this from here? Ogre going down is huge because it means Rotom is really going to cause problems. I just can't allow myself to get knocked off. So I actually think staying in and letting Cranidos go down here might be the play because, little does he know, I don't outspeed this. Yeah. Bye, Judgment! While I did have the freest switch here into rare, is Hydro just free here? It hits everything super effectively. This is intense. This is closer than it needs to be. Oh, we got the death drop. Okay. Hydro. It doesn't kill, but your Sandstorm's gone. That's my boy! Need more sand. Hi, Mom. Smooth rock. Okay, so it is 8 turns. I mean, I should have known that anyway, but oh well. It is what it is. I don't think it's the end of the world if this goes down. I'd rather risk the focus blast. Okay. Brr. Hello! This thing very much can outspeed me. But do I really want to let it get a second kill? Do I need this? Maybe I'll let Sylveon go. Right, so my way to victory, I kind of just need to drop a Drake. I need to drop a Draco onto the Skadurge. The safe play here is to go into rare. I'm just taking Hurricane. We have speed! It does not kill. That's a Violite as fuck. We die to the sand. That's a Violite as fuck. I'm going to take some time to calc that. It's a Violite Sand Force. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Like, I'm really impressed with that. That's such a good bring here. Yeah, Adamant max. My Hurricane doing less than half, so that's no speed. Meaning I should be able to outspeed this with... Something don't add up here. I gotta go rare to finish it, unfortunately. No! Oh, that's a crit as well. Missing to crit. Yuck. Would that have lived a Hydro? It might have lived a Hydro from full. That's kind of insane. Oh, it's Power Herb Solar Beam. It's fast Power Herb Solar Beam. I can't even be sad at that. But it does mean that we now lose to Yeah, we now lose this one. Ah, well. Look, it was what it was. I didn't expect the Power Hub solo. I figured you wouldn't want to go into your other thingy. The only thing I've got here is Moonblast. Moonblast spam. I die to a... yeah, this thing. Ah, no attack drop. Ah, this game's rigged. Should I be an arsehole? I should be an arsehole. I'm gonna be an arsehole. There was nothing I could have done. It was over. I had very little for Skeledirge on my draft. My ground type was a... oh, lol. I'm going to protect, because fuck you. Give me health. I know this is BM. I know this is BM. This is just a bit of fun. Quite frankly, the game was over as soon as... okay, alright. You know what? I'm gonna have the last laugh. I'm gonna have the last laugh. Oh. GG. GG. Let's face it, you can have the kill on that. It's one of those. Well played. That was a game of all time. That was absolutely a game of all time. Drillbur put in the finest of work. Both of the mascots absolutely smashing it. But yeah, that's going to put us at 1 and 2. The moth, none of the moths came. That's the reason I lost, really, because the moths didn't come. That's the only reason. But yeah, that was it. That was a game, and yeah, I really enjoyed that one. So thank you very much, Gray, for the fantastic time. That was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. Now I've just got to go and beat 3 other scrubs instead. Let's do it! Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 5 grueling battles, we ended with a record of 2 and 3, which is unfortunately not enough to put us into the gold bracket for playoffs, meaning we finished 4th out of 6th in the table. And that, unfortunately, means that we enter the silver bracket of playoffs and have to face off against a very difficult opponent in Gert Bilbo. That probably is going to be coming to you next week sometime. I need a couple of days to go and soothe my head after this incredible PPL NX season, and I will catch you all back for another episode of something, whatever it is, very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your life. Have a good one. Mwah.